Hello, and welcome to Rule of Thirds, a conversation about art, design, and culture, with your hosts,
Burns,
Mike,
and Jude.
If this is your first time listening, welcome to the family. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at Rule of Thirds Pod. Don't be shy to say hi. All right, now to the episode. Drake's Certified Lover Boy, Kanye's Donda, and Little Simz' Sometimes I Might Be Introvert are the topic of today's conversation. This week, the boys share their favourite tracks, likes, dislikes, campaigns, and thoughts on why some of the projects perform better than others.
Yeah. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going, Jude?
It's going good. Yeah. It's a good week for music and stuff.
Amazing week for me.
Yeah.
Very good week, yeah.
What was your favourite out of
Oh, what, Burns?
okay, I'll give you 3 albums.
Okay.
Certified Lover Boy,
Strong contender.
Donda,
Ooh, another strong contender.
or Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, Little Simz.
Yeah, I think.
So you're not going to say strong contender for that?
Well, because I was gonna say
Sorry.
that was my favorite album.
Okay, my bad.
Rah!
I'm going to let you finish.
Point and kill, innit? Yeah. Yeah. Nah,
It's
I
mine.
think out of the 3, Lil Simz' project was the most consistent. I feel like that one made the most sense. It didn't kind of deviate left and right. And also, it felt like she didn't have that much pressure at this time, which I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I listened to her last project and it felt like she was trying something new. And this time she went like full, like 100% into it. Because the last project, it felt like she was trying to go into this new lane of kind of like almost like live music and stuff. But she didn't go like full in because she wasn't sure how people were going to receive it. But yeah, I feel like this time she actually went and it felt like proper cohesive.
I feel like she felt very confident about this album.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like even I remember when I first saw the video saying I got album coming in September, and it felt so long ago.
It did.
You know what I mean?
I can't lie, that I thought is gonna be like, yeah. When she said it like early in the year, so I was like, September. Why are you announcing it now? But I was like,
It came so quick.
so quick.
Wasn't like the start of summer.
Nah, it was definitely earlier than that.
Before?
Yeah, she
was way
announced it, and I was like, "Raw!" September. It actually made me quite excited for it. To be fair, she released a video for I think it was Woman
Or Introvert.
That was like
Introvert,
it was Introvert first. Yeah.
Because I thought that was a very great like opening
Yeah.
It was very grand.
video. Yeah. Especially with like the orchestra and stuff.
dun,
And
dun,
even
dun,
in the
dun.
album, that theme is very consistent as well. But in the interludes, there's obviously like it's like
Love
almost
it.
like a posh lady, kind of like I don't know,
Yeah.
speaking to it as if she was actually in this.
Yeah.
Felt very London.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You
I
know.
kinda, the album, its production wise, was incredible.
Flawless, fam.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And it felt so short, but I think the only reason it felt so short was because I was listening to
Other
the
albums.
others. Yeah. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just nice that it wasn't a bloated project where it's like you just have songs on there because you can. And yeah, it just
Everything
it felt
made
like
sense.
yeah, it
Nothing,
was
there was
for a reason.
no fillers.
Yeah.
at all.
Bro, I didn't skip
Everything
a
served the
song.
purpose.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I think you were saying earlier that you listened to it and you didn't even know some of the names of the songs because it was just so.
Yeah,
So
no,
it was
legit.
just flowing in,
Can't
yeah.
remember like titles, but
It
if
just
it's song
flows.
plays, I'll be like, okay,
I'll be
that
like,
one,
yeah,
that one,
yeah,
that
yeah.
because I just every time just Introvert, let it play to the end. Might like repeat the Garden interlude. Love,
Yep.
Yeah.
love. The like the arrangements. Yeah, I think it's reminding me how much I love like classical music as well.
Low key, a lot of people said the same thing, yeah, because I think a lot of people listen to classical music, especially in the UK anyway.
Yeah.
People like on the radio, like anytime I get in a car with my dad, he puts the classical like channel on because he doesn't want to hear anyone rapping. So he's like, I want to hear music. I don't want to hear people talking, so I just put it classical. So most of the time we just listened, and obviously school and stuff. So you're right, that actually makes sense. That a lot of people kind of take it in, and I don't think we realize because even a lot of like grand music, it's a lot of like orchestral, like bum, 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 like a lot of stuff. I guess that's kind of like our backbone, kind of like foundation.
I
in terms
like
of
it
music.
though. It's because you know how like sometimes we can be so like America focused when it comes to like hip hop and rap that we forget like we have our own British flair.
I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I feel like I'll be honest.
We're all liars.
I just have to do that. But like this year, UK for me personally has topped it in terms of albums.
Go on, drop them. Which one you think?
I only say 3. So
Go
this
on.
Little Simz one,
Yeah, definitely.
Dave's, and Gets. I think those 3 albums for me, I think just like all of them are cohesive. Like all of them made sense, and I just enjoyed every single one of them.
That is true.
The US albums haven't really been like okay. So now we go to get to conversation about CLB versus Donda. Donda was definitely more cohesive than
Yeah, definitely.
Would you even say? I wouldn't even say cohesive. You know,
no, as in
Like
in comparison
in
to,
terms of like a general like story, because you know how you were like with Certified Lover Boy, you thought it was gonna go down a certain route.
yeah, I
and
thought it was
never
gonna
really
be a
went
more
down.
lover boy. It just felt.
I mean, we can talk about album cover as designers. We can discuss that.
But
But yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll leave that there. But yeah, like it was just all over the place. CLB.
Yeah,
Like, what do you want? What route do you want to go down?
yeah. And I think one thing that bothered me was I didn't realize how much he was bothered by the whole Pusha T Kanye West situation of like the whole you exposed that I have a son, so on and so forth. Because like I think there was one line on there where he was like, worse has been done, like something about like basically like referencing the whole Pusha T thing that worse has been done to him. But then he just addressed the situation and saying he wasn't like fazed by it. So it's like I feel like a lot of the project before this whole thing, it might have been completely different. When he announced it like in Jan, like early in the year, I felt like that whole album, he probably scrapped a lot of things. And now it's just like a brand new like project that I don't know what it is at this
I feel
point.
like he shouldn't have. I don't know what happened. He said he went to hospital. But I feel like he should have
Oh
released
yeah,
it.
he said
didn't
what?
like break his leg or like
I
something.
don't know
ACL
how
or
that
something.
affects him
It was
releasing
like a
music.
basketball thing
If I'm being honest, don't know how it affects him releasing music.
Maybe he has to be jumping.
Oh.
in a pandemic.
I feel like, and this was meant to come out on Valentine's Day.
Initially, yeah, it was meant to come out January 20 something,
Was it?
27th, yeah. And
But I
then
think
people thought, oh, he's Certified Lover Boy, so he must be wanting to drop it on
that's-
Valentine's Day.
Now I think about it, that's awful. I'm actually really happy it came out now than before, because if it was around that Valentine's Day
wouldn't have
period, and that's the name, it wouldn't have snapped at all.
But I feel like the album was different. I don't
you
feel like
think that
I
they
don't
had
think
like an initial like
like
version
half of
and
the
then
things
they
that he's
changed it
talking
later?
about is like the last song, for example.
you're right.
Yeah, he was talking about like the whole. Well, I don't think it's the last song, but one of the songs where he was talking about how Kanye released his address. I think it's 7 a.m. on Bridal.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's obviously a
Not
recent
gonna lie,
song.
I like that one.
Yeah, but it's
Because
very,
obviously-
it's very
that's
recent. I feel like
you know?
I feel like he allowed this beef to
Get into
almost spoil the album to
yeah,
some extent. Because some of the tracks for me was just felt like I'm vexed right now.
yeah.
Let me get.
And
at
it
you.
wasn't the same. Like you can't call an album Certified Lover Boy and you're vexed.
Yeah, you can't.
And you're not even vexed. Like excuse
Focus-
me here,
focus
but
on
you're
the
not even vexed
theme.
at
Yeah,
women.
this is-
You're vexed at another man.
Yeah.
It's
This
like,
could've been like a-
it's like what's going on?
Could have been like a Take Care, but like a.
Or it could be a plot
happier
twist. Maybe
version.
he was in love with Kanye.
I love this English lit that you're doing right now. You know.
You gotta break it down. The sky is blue.
Oh my god.
Now think about it, yeah, because maybe Certified Lover Boy is actually about Kanye West.
So
Not serious.
You're laughing, but deep in, would it make more sense?
so he's in love with Kanye.
Yeah, it could be like admiration or something.
These are not the views of the rule of third.
Oh my god. I'm just saying, because there's no way you could drop a project called Certified Lover Boy and there's like 3 songs on there that talk about love. The rest are just like you and Smoke.
The more I think about it, it's so scattered. Because, like I said, okay, you got the contents of the album, you got the album cover, then you got the campaign.
Yeah.
I dislike it all together.
Do you actually dislike the campaign as well? Because I know
I didn't. I liked it,
Okay.
but I like it separate. I like certain things separately, but all together,
Yeah.
it's just very like, let's just mix it all together and just, we'll see what we'll do kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I guess, in a way, it's a English. I guess in a way, it shows the power of Drake, and I think he's at that level now where he can literally just throw like poo on the wall and it'll stick.
I can't lie. I was even surprised by the sort of how much love he actually got.
Yeah.
And it went to show me that actually these people, they just love Drake.
Facts.
Yeah,
But
that's
I can't
true.
lie, fam. You man need to keep your man accountable. He's not releasing quality music right now.
And
Like there was a few tracks on there that I liked,
Mm.
but the quality, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man. You're Drake. You can do better.
I was gonna say some people like their expectations are they're not expecting, because I remember like reading a couple tweets. People like, oh well, I know with Drake, I'm gonna have a good time. Like I'm
yeah.
here for the
There's a lot
vibes,
of like.
and that's what
pressure.
I want. kind of thing.
So
yeah, no,
you
some
were
people
more
are
lax
happy.
about it,
Yeah,
really?
some people
Like
are like,
things
oh,
like songs like "Way Too Sexy," for example. Those are songs that people like. For me, I think that song's trash. But
I
for
really like
people-
that song.
at first I didn't like it, and then
No, but
I
if
saw
you're,
the light.
if you like to get lit, that
Yeah,
song,
oh, yeah.
that song
So you
was-
don't like to get lit?
not to that,
Damn.
not to
But
that.
the thing is,
I want to get lit to Off the Grid though.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else, like jail or something. Yes, it's going to jail tonight. No, but I get what you're saying. I feel like the campaign does make sense on its own, but I feel like it came across like a last minute thing.
You thought Rush,
But
did it?
yeah, but it just happened to bang. It just happened to be that it was a great idea last minute, but it was last minute.
Maybe the music video maybe elevated it a tad bit as well.
We're talking about like
Yeah.
Oh, that song is flawless. Don't do that. That song is amazing.
I wouldn't say flawless, but like I wouldn't say flawless. Hold on,
Sexy for
But,
you,
as in
sexy for you.
for a vibe, like in the era that we have, like your Megan Thee Stallions and your Saweeties
Yeah.
and co,
Why is never mind.
like all these girls, like for example, City Girls, will I say they're the best rappers? No. But do they have bops? Oh yeah. And I feel like Way Too Sexy is a bop for the guys.
Yeah.
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 That's a fair point.
So it
It's
does
not
what
it's not
it does
the
what
best, it's not the,
supposed to do.
exactly, it's not the best song, but I feel like we're in the time and era of songs that aren't like amazing or
Yeah, you don't wanna
groundbreaking,
be,
but like
doing lyrical miracle, yeah, nah, not every
Yeah,
time.
but that's fact. Some people don't like that kind of. Some people
Yeah.
love getting lit because they're not trying to listen to some
a lot of people
Yeah.
do 'cause
lyrical. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to.
we saw the streaming numbers, so obviously like
Yeah.
a lot of people like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not every day everyone wants to be doing
That's so even.
social justice.
It's funny. I actually had a conversation. I won't bait him out because I love him.
Nah, bait him
My
out.
cousin, innit?
Oh,
But anyway, he was talking about the Little Simz album,
Yeah.
and he was basically saying that it sounds like some medieval.
It does.
Yeah, but he was mocking it.
Oh, he was mocking it.
Rather than. And for me, it was like, he was telling me that he loved Way Too Sexy, and I don't know. For me, that like I'm not saying that was only obviously we had conversations about stuff, but like it was more like I don't think you like intellectual rap as much.
Yikes.
Someone like a Kendrick Lamar, for
Yeah.
example, he's not really a fan of like that. Do you know
Oh,
what I
he's
mean?
not. So your cousin is not a fan of like Kendrick and stuff.
It's weird because sometimes he likes like some deep songs, but then
Yeah.
I don't know. With the Little Sims one, he didn't like it at all.
Isn't
But then,
this the conversation that we had one time?
about reference points.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause at first I was gonna be like, is it like a tasting or not a tasting
Yeah,
or
'cause
something?
it might
But
just-
then it might, reference points. I think that's more suitable. Like, okay, maybe he may not appreciate it because it's not in his like.
and also context. We can't be like obviously I know this conversation we're talking about the albums. Realistically, we actually can't compare them because they're made by different people,
Yeah.
and it's like there's no correlation between Donda and CLB. It's only because Drake and Kanye had the beef. But I think the context of it, Little Sims is a woman. First of all, do you know what I mean? So like even with the sort of how it sounded sonically, it would sound different. It would probably like
You feel?
yes, only because like things like songs like Woman, for example, that's obviously, and even at the
You feel like
sort
it's
of-
more like it's very.
the posh princessy kind of like palace kind of like I don't know, like the whole mansion.
interesting.
Do you know what I mean? These are things you have to consider.
The thing is, though, I feel like there are male rappers who kind of can embody that sound with certain
Like
songs as
who,
well.
though?
That's a good question.
Off the top of my head, I'm just like, okay, Family Feud, Jay-Z, there's that like, but it's more
That
like a
raw-
gospel choir thing, though.
You mean that feel like the rich elegance kind
Yeah,
of?
because I kind of.
Is that the same feeling though with the Sims one?
There was elements, but it wasn't the whole. It wasn't the whole
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
Because now that you mentioned that whole medieval thing, it does kind of like it does feel like that from the beginning. It feels like almost like a quest.
Storytell.
Yeah, but in my head, I like the only thing that because I just watched the movie recently, Green Knight. It just gives me that vibe of like a knight going on a journey to find themselves.
It was
kind of thing.
It reminded me of like a Disney, like Disney film, like an animated film. You know, because like the soundtracks are so like you got the classical elements, but you've got the climaxes.
What's this guy's name? Is it Bellion? What's his name? There is this artist who does a lot of kind of like cinematic, Disney-esque soundtrack, or even what's the name of the guy who does the Hamilton play? Lin-Manuel
Miranda.
Like he does kind of Disney-esque soundscapes, and I wouldn't say maybe it has to do with his gender, but that aside though, I hear what your cousin's saying. But the thing is, I think Isaiah Rashad said this on the Breakfast Club, where he said some rappers can snap, and there's rappers who can just rap. So I feel like with Kendrick and Drake really, and maybe sometimes J. Cole, they're rappers who can go and do ignorant music where they're saying 5-6 words and it sounds hard, like a Way Too Sexy, for example. Or I don't know, let's say what's Humble, for example. Like he says the B word God knows how many times, and that's probably the catchiest part. Like, be humble, hold up, sit down. You know what I'm saying? So someone can go and make that, and then go and sit down and also make a very, very deep track at the same time. Lil Simz, I don't know if she can go and do an ignorant song to that
do you
level.
feel like they do it because they want to, or they do it because they have to?
No, they do it because they want to.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Really?
context though, because like if you think about the examples that we've used, Drake and Kendrick, they're like at the top
upper echelon.
Yeah, so they can afford to do that. It's like, I feel like I always reference Beyonce, but like Beyonce in 7-Eleven. No, if anybody else dropped 7-Eleven, they'll be like, what kind of nonsense is this? But because she dropped 7-Eleven, it's like, oh, okay, it's a fun song.
But Beyonce's been doing that since like Destiny's Child though. Like they've been making playful songs for time. Kendrick has been dropping like songs like that for time. There's a song where he's talking about Beyonce and how he would take her on a date.
Mad.
What's song called again?
I can't remember. I'll find it.
No, that's Drake.
That's Drake. And Drake has been doing the same thing.
that.
I feel like it takes a particular type of artist. Like Lil Simz has been.
I feel like you have to be at like
I don't think that's Lil Simz.
I feel like you need to be at a certain level
it's
before
not
you can
Lil
do
Simz
that.
vibe.
Though.
Like
I don't think she'd do something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want her to.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
No, I just feel like the lane that she's in right now.
It's very much like I'm about my craft.
Yeah.
She's
Whereas
making
with
art.
everyone
Like,
else,
proper music.
like,
And yeah.
and that's fine. Like, not everybody needs to.
Oh, definitely not. No,
but I feel like because with like Kendrick and Drake, they've like you're like borderline pop star.
I think that's what works for them because if like I know you guys are saying that it's like they got there now they can play, but I feel like they've been playing from the beginning. That's why the audience is so broad. Like Rihanna does the same thing. She can talk about like something very, very emotional, but then she can go and make Rude Boy or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Rihanna songs actually slapped though.
No, true. But like the thing is, I know Simz can go and make a song that's ignorant, but she won't by choice. I feel like most artists have the ability to do that. I wouldn't expect, I don't know, a Talib Kweli or Mos Def to go and make an ignorant song like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's not necessarily a thing. They can easily make one. Like there are a lot of people who tried to make songs like that and it's kind of ruined their thing. Like there was this rapper called Murs who did something like that where he was the lyrical miracle and then he tried to go and make a hit song and it kind of worked, but then like now he didn't know who he was. Yeah. So I feel like it doesn't work for everybody for sure. You know,
get really sticky as well.
Yeah, and it's helped. Well, in this case, Lil Simz shine because it's allowed her to kind of, like you were saying, make her own lane. Where it's like when
she made some moves that I think a lot of people don't recognize. Top Boy was a move, very good move.
The act, yeah.
I was looking at her Spotify, and I think her highest, well, it was number one anyway. It was actually a song from Top Boy. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like that move probably gave her a lot more
reach.
Yeah.
And
the song's called Venom.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. She was snapping on that.
But even like the Colours performance as well. Like,
yes.
The minute that dropped, everyone was like, yo.
She can rap, you know.
She can rap. Like even though there's someone that's been rapping for years.
Yep. Fam, they did the same thing to Kanye. I was so confused.
Yeah.
What was his name again in Top Boy?
What was his name? What's his name in Top Boy?
I was about to say Deshane.
I wasn't Deshane.
Sorry, that's when the kid gets.
Oh, what was his name in Top Boy? So yeah. People like knew him as Sully. So when they saw him rap, what Sully?
That's mad.
Yeah,
Bro, this guy's a veteran, you know.
yeah, but that happens a lot though. I can't lie. And
But
like,
it's good though. At the same time,
Yeah.
it's like it allows them to, because now top
Yeah.
way, I'm sure Little Simz is now managed to get like an even bigger audience in the US.
Yeah,
Yeah.
internationally, yeah, 100%.
yeah.
So she made a good move in doing that, because she was really good at acting wise, I would say.
You know the funny thing, Kendrick Lamar actually shouted her out.
I was literally about to
really?
say
Years ago, yeah.
around the same time, because I think it was 2019 possibly, and then Top Boy also came out in 2019, so like pretty good.
Wait, hold on. No, I think it might be earlier. You know,
Swear.
I think it was To Pimp a Butterfly time.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad.
Because when he came here, that was To Pimp a Butterfly
That's
time, because he still had
mad.
like the dreads sticking out. And he
Serious?
came, yeah, and he was like,
Imagine
like,
that.
oh, I
like-
really like this rapper from the UK called Lil Simz.
I wonder what he thinks about this album. I'm sure he loves it.
I won't be surprised.
This album is amazing.
I feel like it
yeah.
could be like, you know how we have like the Mercury Prize?
I think it could be
I feel like it could win the Mercury
It is
Prize.
for next
It's,
year.
it's a, it
Yeah,
should be a
I think
nomination.
so, 'cause-
100% should be nomination.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's not even a conversation.
It's really not. Yeah, you're right.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not a lot of good albums
No.
Dave's,
in general.
And
So
back to,
it would be probably Dave and Lil Simz at the moment.
back to your point
It's
about
already
that.
done. I swear he won one already.
No, so
Oh.
this happened this week.
Oh, that's
Oh,
all.
okay.
He's got nominated though, innit?
He got nominated.
Yeah.
Damn.
God willing, he wins.
It's nice to kind of feel like artists, like British artists, or like especially like rap and hip hop,
Yeah.
are kind of like creating like bodies, like
Yeah, like
work that are
actual
quite
projects,
substantial.
not
Production-
just.
I think the production of British music has changed drastically, because I mean the production of these albums I listened to this year have been way better than what I listened to from time ago.
But do you feel like maybe it's because, again, like things kind of like go around? So there was a time where neo soul, like Omar and then people were on top, and then there's a time where it changes, and then now it became grime, then it became drill, and then it's like everything has a season. Now it feels like a lot of people are taking time to craft music, because like it's very interesting. Now that I'm deep in it, that whole orchestral thing, Gets had the same thing in there. Dave had the same thing in there, and so does
Stormzy's
Lil
done it
Sim
as well
and
a couple
Stormzy as well.
times.
Yeah, and it's a trend. Even Kano had it in there. Like he had a lot of.
Kano's.
I swear his concert as well. Like
Yeah,
there was
When I went,
So
they
I
had
think it's a
this
very
orchestra.
British thing.
Kano's album was, it's still amazing.
Yeah,
good
so it's a very British thing, and I feel like only
I'm wrong,
the upper echelon artists are taking the time to craft like music like that.
I guess
Not
they
a
can
lot of
afford
people
to as well, like on like a money and like other level. Like how many kids
feel
from the hood know how to
And
like
they get their backing
familiar
as well.
have the resources to be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
full orchestra come in, let's play,
That's
vibe
fair.
out a bit.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
the P's are definitely, everyone with names have got P's.
Yeah, and I've been doing it for,
Damn, yeah, you're
They've
right.
been
Yeah.
doing all of
bit.
this like
or they're there.
different level.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So that's good.
really interesting.
Question though, what was your so we're gonna start with CLB. What was your favorite song from CLB? Let's look through.
I think my favorite might have been. I think my favorite was Get Along Better.
Get Along Better.
Yeah, for me, when I hear Certified Lover Boy, this is what I want to hear. I want to hear like
Yeah.
vulnerable Drake. I don't want to hear Drake flexing. We know you got money. We know you can get girls. We know you have gangsters around you. I don't want to hear that. Like, I just want to hear you being like vulnerable. I feel like if he like, especially that's the only reason in my head I was comparing the Donda to the Donda, you know. Donda. The only reason I was comparing Donda to the inevitable release of CLB, because in my head I was like, this is an album about his mom, which, by the way, he didn't really kind of delve into, but that's a different conversation. And also this CLB, so he, like, this is the time for him to talk about his life now, his child, him trying to be a player, but also trying to be a father, like that balance.
Maybe tell us a story.
Like, I didn't hear none of that.
I
So
swear there
he hints at it.
there was a song that he was talking about.
He's
Either he got caught
Puppy's
cheating or
home
something,
or something like that.
and then
His puppy's home, maybe.
maybe because I heard that in one song, I was like, oh.
or like a line or two.
He was like, oh, sorry that you had to find out this way, that your girls had to tell you basically that I was doing bits with somebody else.
Yikes.
Yeah, can't remember the name of the song there.
So what was your favorite?
Probably 7 a.m. on
Bridge
Bridal,
also.
yeah, Bridal Path, because I like grad. So
Wow.
yeah, it's like
And that's meant to be my brand. But
It's just-
here we are, the true crowd master.
I'm not gonna lie, I like drama. So even like I remember when I first listened to like the story of Adidon, yeah, in my work office. I remember
That was
that
a great
picture
time, I can't
on my
lie.
laptop, and I was just there like freaking out on the desk, and I was like, who do I tell?
Yeah,
But
that
not
was a good
everybody
time.
would have like understood the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so or even what's it called? From Daytona, I can't remember the name of the track. The last one, I think.
Red something?
Red.
I think it is.
But yeah, just I like beef. So
You like beef?
Yeah. So that's why I was like, when I heard that, I was like, oh wait.
Infrared, that's the one.
That's it.
Yeah. Not red something.
Oh, close.
Close, yeah. It was in my head like red something.
But yeah, like when I heard that, I remember because I was listening. Yeah, it was on Friday. Did it come on Friday? Yeah. So I was listening to it before work, and I remember hearing that, thinking, whoa. Yeah. Everything else, yeah, it's all right. What about you, Vance?
Yeah, I'll say it's probably Puppy's Home or Love. Wait, what was it? What's it called? Love All with Jay-Z. I think.
Okay.
I lie, probably because of Jay-Z, and obviously the song with Rick Ross and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, that
And Lord knows.
that was
Yeah, but the thing is that most of the album was carried by the features, if you're going to be very honest. The Donda one as well. The Donda one as well. Most of the features outshine the actual main
okay.
artist.
I can't lie, because yeah, there's a
Like,
couple.
I don't think there's one song on the Drake album where the feature doesn't outshine Drake.
Oh, Drake is outshining every single song, in my opinion.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, same with Kanye. Like,
But
like,
what
most of
would
the features outshine him.
Would you say that was kind of intentional as well? Because there are some songs you don't.
Yeah,
there
well.
are some songs he's not in
Or
at
he's
all.
just whispering.
We
or
talking
Yeah,
about
making
Drake
it
or
ad-libs.
ad-libs and
Kanye?
stuff.
Ad-libs.
Yeah, Kanye
Yeah.
with Donda. Because
He wasn't really. I don't feel like he was trying to make the album about himself.
this album got streamed.
And that's what bothers me. We're talking about you talking about
Yeah, I was just like trying to look for the songs that
On what Donda?
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah. Let's go into that actually. Yeah. So
yeah.
what? After this, we'll talk about like the marketing strategies and the album covers. I mean, Donda's a very interesting one. But
I'm not mad at it though. But
I prefer it to.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your favorite songs?
okay,
I got song. I didn't say songs.
What, on,
Yeah.
on
There
Donda?
was many.
okay.
The Donda.
Oh, the Donda,
I know this is
yeah.
probably gonna be like a common one, but Jesus Lord for me,
Yeah, Jesus.
Which
Lord is
part? Which
beautiful.
part? One or two?
Jesus.
one. I know like two as well, but like, oh my God. Like guys, I was on the overground. Was I coming back from a meeting with you? I can't remember.
Tell me if you
Wait,
know
did we
someone
record?
that needs.
All I know is I was on the overground
Yeah.
and I was going back and I was literally just standing there and my eyes were welling up.
Your big age.
Oh, yeah, my big. I was there
No,
like,
but I can't lie.
wow, I was
That
just
song-
like, wow.
that song is
One song
beautiful.
about getting an abortion. I was like,
Yeah, it was
Kanye
very-
was storytelling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I loved. He was telling a story. Do you know what I mean? And even like the whole testimony at the end, not testimony, but more like what's happening with
Is the guy's family, right?
yeah,
and like
is
coming
it-
out of prison.
is it-
Yeah, Larry Hoover's
Hoover, yeah.
son. Yeah.
Like that was, I was like, whoa,
that
like
was
this
very
is,
deep.
and I think again with the like context of the album as well, and the themes that were being explored, I was just there like, oh, okay, this is like a,
straight.
Yeah.
live and direct.
I do still feel like it wasn't as direct as it could be on the
I
project.
think
I hear that.
I think what his intention of making it direct is probably through the voice memos from his mum. I mean,
Yeah.
but I feel like I hear what you're saying. You know what it was? The song that didn't come, "Life for the Party." The song that song didn't make it onto the album.
Yeah.
I think that would have probably helped it to instead of
But
like
only because of Andre's part. Because
Yeah, but I
I
feel
can't
like-
like, I feel like Andre was talking more about
Kanye
Kanye's
wasn't even
mom.
reaching
yeah,
about his mum.
he was directly talking about his mum,
Like,
whereas
it,
like,
it felt
Kanye
like
was like trying to diss.
it felt like Andre got the correct memo, but he didn't hear Kanye's verse for some. Like he wrote because like fam, when he's like, "Hey Miss Donda," and he's talking about like, if you see my mom, this I like fam. I was like, I believe everything he's saying, but then in comparison to I guess Kanye's, it felt like again Kanye was trying to use other voices.
distracted with this beef, you know.
Yeah.
Focus.
But it's like sometimes I guess it's kind of a way of dealing with your grief.
I feel like they should just release diss tracks rather than
Kanye's not gonna do that.
Kanye doesn't do disses. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, we can go through this album. I mean,
what other songs for you guys?
I have a long list. Mine is Praise God,
yeah.
Hurricane,
You guys
Lord,
are
I
okay,
Need You,
yeah?
New Again,
Make me new.
Moon,
I wanna
24,
know.
Remote Control, Believe What I Say, and Junior.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that you trying?
Yeah, no, because
Oh yeah, that one.
good. Oh, Heaven and I think I really like Heaven and Hell as well. Actually,
The project
Heaven
is
and
good.
Hell.
I'm not like
yeah.
the second half for me is probably what I listen to the most.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough.
Hurricane off the grid though.
Hurricane is amazing.
The Weekend.
Yeah.
That's when I like because you know how you were like, oh, you don't feel like you felt like the features shined more, and I feel like he used their strengths because the Weekend on
He
that,
definitely did.
wow.
He definitely did.
And then for Keep My Spirit Alive, I don't know.
Keep My Spirit Alive. Yeah, I think that was Vori or
Yeah.
KC.
Like that.
One of them. Yeah, that was a beautiful. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and that song
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
beautiful. My
Yeah.
goodness.
And I think I was mentioning this to a friend. I was just like, I wish Kanye would just produce people's albums. Because we keep forgetting he's one of the best producers.
But then, do we want another situation?
So that's, yeah, we definitely don't want that whole 7 album situation. But I feel like
Oh, you're gonna love me.
the problem is this though. Kanye, when it comes to him, will put his all into it.
Yeah.
And produce something amazing, but he just never goes through all the way to finish it and write amazing. Well, people writing verses for him and so on and so forth. So it's like, I feel like sometimes like all that, like I could listen to the beats on this project over and over again, non-stop.
Yeah, definitely.
But some of the vocals, I'm just kind of like, I really don't even want to hear this.
I Keep My Spirit. Also, the name's KC.
KC Pluto.
Fam.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
love
he's
it.
sick. He's very cool.
Love it.
oh, is fam. Oh,
Yeah.
it just complemented it
Yeah.
so well. Like, oh,
Yeah.
my first time hearing that song, yeah, I was in a different world. Honestly,
Yeah. No,
floating in
it's
your
really
that's what makes this album makes you float. There's certain songs that
it
makes
does.
you float.
And I feel like maybe that's why I like the album art just being black, because
Yeah.
it doesn't make me think about anything.
Yeah.
Especially with that intro. Donda. And it's just like it's like almost like close your eyes type moment where it's like you can't see anything. You're trying to kind of like almost like literally chant someone into a room. You know.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, but like
It feels like that.
A lot of people were saying like, what the flip is this?
Oh,
it-
hey,
it-
buddy,
And
hey,
initially-
buddy.
No,
Nah, I like it.
You know by your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
No, but if you think about like if with what we've been told and how the project is meant to feel like, that intro is perfect.
It makes sense because I know like some people were like it sounded sexual. I still don't understand that.
Yeah, that's
but
a bit weird.
That's weird.
Very strange.
But also very
But-
Freudian.
Yeah,
If I'm honest, yeah, when I initially heard it, I just felt like he's still hurting from losing his mum. So it's almost
Right.
like saying her name. Someone's like, I can't believe you're gone.
Mm.
But obviously, like I'm
Yeah.
still, like that's how it sounded to
Yeah,
me. It was almost
yeah.
like, oh, I miss you so much,
Mhm.
and I keep on saying your name.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not
No,
here
like
anymore.
it.
That's how it reminded. That's what it
It
reminded
kind of
me.
made sense
Yeah.
to me that way too. I think because I just literally finished watching like the first Candyman film on Netflix. Then I went to stream the album.
Yeah, that's bad timing. I
So
can't
like,
lie.
I'm hearing
That's very
after
bad timing.
hearing someone say Candyman 5 times, I'm now playing something
Yeah.
that you're saying Donda for how many
I think it's
seconds or minutes?
57, 66
I was like,
times.
what the hell is this?
Yeah. It
So-
can get very intense.
Oh, it was very weird. But then I think after a couple listens of like the album and stuff, like
Yeah.
even like the middle bit when people think it's sexual, but it's more like a calming like Donda.
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and I was just like, wow, it sounds like more of like an endearing,
Yeah.
like comforting
Yeah.
part of the chant
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than
It feels like a prayer. Like
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
pray, they know how this feels. Because when you're praying, you're saying in the name of Jesus, name of Jesus, name of Jesus, or you're saying like you're reading your quotations
exactly,
or whatever.
exactly.
It's literally like that. Sometimes it can't feel or sound a bit, you know.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Solange's like I Saw Things, I Imagine.
Yes,
And
yes,
I find
exactly that.
interesting.
If
'cause,
there was no
like,
music,
yeah.
like more musical,
Facts, yeah.
yeah.
And it's weird because I think, especially in like this era, I thought this initially with that Solange thing. Like, I'm surprised that people find it so weird when we're in a time where everyone's talking about like manifesting
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So I thought at least like maybe like from a creative point of view, people would have kind of connected that
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
the Donda.
It's not
chant.
exactly the first time either. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
people like most lyrics are like there's if you go like to even old songs, most of the songs like are just repetition.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people are so acting so strange, but I get it though. It
Yeah.
kind of feel out of place because
like-
it feels so
No,
tribal and
it's
raw.
so- like-
to
yeah.
start the album like that I wasn't expecting that.
It catches everybody off guard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, the album was amazing.
Thank you for supporting us by listening. Be sure to share your thoughts with us using the hashtag RuleOfThirdsPod. Enjoy the rest of the conversation.
Now to the marketing, I think Donda probably wasn't as helped just because, well, actually tell a lie. I think Donda done the marketing from those listening parties.
But
Yeah.
I feel like there's two different things happening though with like both albums. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like one is like your standard like album promotional whatever,
Which is Drake's.
one,
Yeah.
and then the other one,
Very
As-
unconventional.
yeah, I still don't understand like the full story, but like I feel like there's a deeper thing there with like 3 different performances,
Yeah.
3 different narratives, like different things happening in each one, different
Yeah.
versions of songs,
Yeah.
and maybe there's like a story that he's trying to tell with that. Whereas with Drake, it was literally okay, we just do standard promo.
Yeah.
campaigns
It
and
didn't
stuff and
feel
stuff.
personal or anything. It's just like it's an album. Get it, take
Yeah.
it, listen. Yeah.
Kanye's one's gonna be remembered for a long time though. What he did.
I feel like people are gonna listen to Kanye's album longer than they would Drake's, just based off the fact that Kanye was able to hold everybody captive for a whole month.
That's mad.
You know, and not and in that same time period, he went to perform obviously twice in Atlanta, and then one back at home in Chicago. But then obviously he was apparently born in Atlanta, so that's probably why he was doing it there. So that's that, and then obviously taking it back home and then recreating his house and stuff. I just feel like he's kind of transcended just making music and actually trying to make like actual art. But the thing is, he also does give a lot of narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah.
So I can see why he's just obsessed with people paying attention to him. So I get that as well. I don't think that the listening parties were planned out that meticulously. I feel like it was kind of like him doing art in front of us on the fly. Like he was literally like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try this. Oh, I'm gonna try that. I don't think he, like in the beginning, he was like, okay, I'm gonna drop Donda and I'm gonna do 3 listening parties and I'm gonna do this. I think he was
it,
just
it
kind of
very
like,
much seemed like it was like
spontaneous.
You
on,
know
the,
what I'm
on the
saying?
whim, like okay,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
how about
guys,
this
yeah.
and how
Yeah.
about that?
yeah,
Because he's so rich, he can do that.
yeah.
And
Exactly.
like even that No Child Left Behind. When I first heard it in the
The Beats adverts.
second, was it the first? No, it wasn't the first. The first one he was walking around in some open space, and
Yeah, yeah.
the second one when he actually flew into the skies, that was mad.
That
I,
was.
I still
yeah.
haven't watched that actually.
I think I have it.
That one, how do you have it?
On Twitter, yeah, you bookmarked it, I remember.
Yeah, bookmark it.
Oh,
Yeah. No child left behind. No video left behind.
And then the last one, obviously, with the reconstruction of the house.
Yeah. I wish the house burnt.
Wasn't there a room that was on fire?
That was on screen.
Oh, damn it.
I can't lie, I feel like he burnt himself though.
You reckon?
Yeah, because
I don't think it was even Kanye.
No, that must have been a stunt double. If
I
it was,
don't
if
think it
that
was-
all didn't happen live, that was definitely a stunt double.
Yeah, I don't think that was Kanye.
Because I thought
Really?
the house burned
But then again, I won't be surprised.
in.
He was wearing like fireproof, like
Yeah, that's
fire.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It
Wait,
could-
wasn't he walking on fire?
Nah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. What are you thinking about, fam?
The thing is, yeah. So wasn't Kanye the one that was flying in the sky in the second one?
That was him.
So that's what I believe he could have done.
No,
this.
yeah, you're right. You're making sense. I can't lie. Yeah, it probably is
If he
him.
could do that, I'm
Yeah,
sick with someone fire.
yeah, it probably is him.
Do you know how scary that is?
Yeah,
Just be dangling in the middle of a stadium. God.
yeah. It's very interesting though, because the other thing I like about Kanye is that he's constantly trying to get people to pay attention to what he does.
Yeah.
So he'll find any way to make it more than just the same thing, which I guess someone like, this is the thing, me personally for Drake, apart from maybe Take Care and maybe tiny bit of Nothing Was the Same.
A tiny bit.
The same was amazing.
No, but hear me, I'm not saying the music wasn't great. I'm just saying I don't feel like I know who Drake is. Kanye, I feel like
hear that.
with
Yeah.
his trajectory and all the albums and the music and even just his antics in general.
See him.
Like Drake is always just showing us bottles, girls,
Shiny mansion.
working out. It's things that, and I think maybe that's what,
Eric.
and that's why when that whole Pusha T thing happened, you could tell it hurt him a lot
Yeah.
because no one knows who Drake is,
Yeah,
and no
he's
one,
trying to hide
the fact
so
that
much.
nobody knew about the
and nobody,
the kid
yeah,
kind of thing.
and then for that to come out,
no speculation
So
about
he's
it
trying
either.
to
Yeah.
South his brand.
a persona. Yeah.
I think
he's meant to be the bad boy, and now he has a child.
Yeah, so it's like, oh.
I think that's why certain people can appreciate Drake and then others
Can appreciate.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Because I noticed, because obviously there's some people that aren't interested in Kanye anymore and his antics have been
Yeah,
plenty and stuff. But I noticed like loads of people, like certain people, and you were like, oh, like even Mabs like tweeted like, oh, my problematic fave kind of thing. And I was even like, wow, okay, you said that. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Because
Whoa,
it
more
seems
members,
mad
more
sensitive
members.
nowadays that if you say, okay, you like him, that
Yeah.
you're going to be like, well, you're mad.
like guilty
kind of
pleasure
thing.
at this point.
Yeah.
Who Kanye is.
Mhm.
Oh, he's definitely people generally feel like, why are you supporting this
Yeah,
brother?
yeah, like
Yeah.
people get irritated.
If you knew what your favorite artists were doing behind closed doors.
I
But even that aside,
yeah, I
Kanye
totally
is-
understand why, because headache. But at the same time, I think there were
Yeah.
certain people, and funny enough, they were all like creatives. So every single,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, common like thread here that everyone that
It
I
takes a
know,
particular type of person to kind of.
to kind of like, I
Yeah.
guess understand that, and I think.
I can relate with him. So
Yeah,
aspects
and,
like this.
and I think that's what it.
And
I
it sounds
think that's what
crazy
it
though
is.
that we relate.
No, yeah. 'Cause
You
we
relate to
don't,
what
we don't
exactly?
share the same.
What do
I'm
you
mad,
relate
I'm
to?
mad,
No,
though.
We don't share the same viewpoints, but
Nah.
I think it's that thing of like seeing an artist like do their thing in real time, and also
Yeah.
like the same. This is somebody who's like years in the game, millions of dollars in, billions,
Billions.
and like he still faces certain like struggles or like creative things that we kind of go through.
Yeah.
I think he's for a lot of people, he's the creative's dream almost, where it's like, I mean, at one point they said that he couldn't be a rapper, he became a rapper. He couldn't get into fashion, he got into fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't be a billionaire, become a billionaire. Like he's always broken the ground in it, and I think that inspires a lot of people.
Mhm.
Even like with the Donda release, he released the STEM player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Who does that?
and the amount of time it takes to kind of develop that and then get it
I'm
out.
thinking of it for time.
Yeah, that's what scares me, is the fact that a man can be able to be doing all these things and still do more.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you would think him planning this whole, obviously he has teams and people
Yeah.
around him, so it's not just him. But for him to do all this and then on top of that still manage to say, oh, by the way, I'm gonna drop a STEM player with the album on top. It's just kind of like, yeah, he's kind of surpassed again that whole, oh, I just create stuff. It's like, nah, I'm actually a business person.
Still dropping Yeezys.
Do you know what I'm
as
saying?
Well.
And-
During, at the time, Yeezys were coming out.
Yep.
I
Slides,
think there's a whole
everything.
Yeezy day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So it's like, and the gap Yeezy, he dropped the
Yeah.
jacket. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
he's thinking in like different pockets at
End
the
of the
same
game.
time. Like, and I understand maybe this is why Donda isn't him rapping a lot and him being, because I don't think Kanye has been focused on music for a very long time, and you can tell from the music since Yeezy, like the brand started.
Yeah.
Kanye's rapping and stuff has slowly it's just been descending.
I remember he did say
descending.
though, when he gave his life to Christ, like he didn't know how to rap.
Yeah, because
As a Christian.
yeah, and that as well. Yeah, so I feel like
It's had the contribution.
it's getting to the point where I feel like Kanye is
I
going to
feel
just
like
stop
he's-
rapping.
No, but I feel like he is working it out though. I feel like we may get another 2 from him.
I mean,
you
it's
think
Kanye.
it's just
I
evolving into something else?
feel like
'Cause-
that's exactly what it
'cause
is.
If you think about Jesus is King, this album,
Jesus,
the
King,
life
oh my
of
god, that was so horrible.
Or did you like it?
the life of Pablo.
Yeah,
You know what it is? I kind of said at the
I
time,
love Jesus.
it's like his worst, one of his worst,
It's
but
so
like
bad, bro.
in terms of this
Life
is
of
really,
Pablo,
really bad to say.
Life of Pablo
Eh?
was good.
No, but Life of-
Ultra Light Beam was amazing.
Don't
Whoa,
do that,
no,
bro.
no, no,
No,
no,
Nah.
no, 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 no.
So
no,
you're
no,
trying to
no,
tell me
no.
that you listen to
no, no,
Jesus
no, no,
King
no, no,
over-
no, no,
Let me
no,
restart
no,
myself. Let me restart myself. No, Life of Pablo is a banger.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, but I'm saying that. I mean, personally, because of my beliefs,
Oh yeah, no, that
he's the
makes
king
sense.
for me. No, think about it.
No, and that's why I say like
A
it's
rapper
probably one of-
that literally like people will stone you for listening to him,
Yeah.
but then now he's actually doing music that's
Have
actually
you no shame? How can you say
No, but like
it's facts,
it's
bro.
facts. So it's
Really?
it's like
wow?
I was like,
Because there's barely rapping about Jesus on that.
No, but like.
Bro, as a
No,
believer,
there are some
different,
things.
bro.
There are some things that he was talking about that you're like, whoa. Even like him mentioning like Jezebel, I was like, raw.
It's literally just a name.
No, but it's
Talk about the person. I get it, but
there's
to be a
like,
to be a believer.
like on a spiritual
I hear
level.
that, yeah,
like
it's
for some people, they would resonate because
I hear that.
yeah,
You're right.
That's why that
So-
album. So someone that has nothing to do with Christ or doesn't.
yeah, you'll be
doesn't
like,
know
what the
about
hell is
the faith.
this?
That album's trash to them.
I just think it was a trash album because I feel like Donda is more Christian spiritual than Jesus King. Me personally, that's just me.
I
I
agree.
think because there's more content to Donda. I feel like Jesus King is not really. It's. I
it's
feel
not
like
it's not like a praise and worship album.
It's so biased. It makes him seem like, oh, look at me, I'm Jesus, superhero. Yay!
that album.
Like,
That album to me is like.
it's like
No, that album for me was just like. I understood it because it was like when you give your life to Christ, those like the way he was
you're
experiencing-
super Christian.
No, you're,
that's what
you're
he-
very,
that's what he was.
You're very ecstatic. You're very like gassed.
The
Do you know what I mean?
zeal is high.
Yeah, you know, like new converts, right?
Yeah.
Like when they like, there's some
Nerds.
people that when they like first become Christians and you see that radical change. And
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
So they go
That's what it
I feel
was.
like
That's what
the- that's
exactly.
epitome of that in an
And that's
album.
what makes me feel like, okay, this is too much. It's too preachy. And a lot of gospel music isn't as preachy as Kanye's was. Like the Sunday service choir.
Would you say
when they
preachy,
did- yeah.
or would you just say like more direct? Because there's
was
some,
direct,
yeah,
like
because
it was
like there
direct.
are some people that are
Was it
scared to
direct?
sometimes.
Close on Sundays, you're my Chick-fil-A. How is that?
No,
direct?
no,
I'm
no,
talking
not
about
that,
something
but
like God is, for example. God is. That's. I mean,
Like he was a lot more direct about his Christian faith than other like Christian artists have been, probably like in their whole discographies, for example. So I think,
because
Fair enough.
you don't hear that many people becoming saved, especially in the music journey.
yeah,
I think this context of this album. I don't think it's definitely not his best album. Of course not.
Yeah.
But I think I understand why it sounds like this. That's why I think Donda. I feel like I think it's 2 years in his journey. I feel like he's now marinated.
Yeah, like it feels like, okay, cool. He gets
he knows
what
how
it is,
to, yeah.
and it's a nice, like, not balance, because that's not the word, but it's like you understand that you are a human being, and you when you're gonna, it's art. You have to present it in an artistic way. You can't just say Jesus, yeah, Jesus, and it's like, yes, I love him so much, and therefore take it.
Effective.
You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to tell someone to eat, and you're just throwing bread at them.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't make them full.
I hear what you're saying. I feel like Donda, is more, does point more to Christ. I think there's themes in Donda, for example, that I'm like, keep my spirit alive, for example. I mean,
Most of the songs on there are literally like Christian-esque.
but it's not a gospel album because it's not purely, obviously, like about like Jesus King is more of a gospel album than.
Why are you doing your face like
No,
that?
no, but in definition, people would not count this. As a
Yeah, I wouldn't say this
No
is
way.
a gospel album at all.
Most people didn't count. It didn't count.
No, Jesus King is more of a gospel album than this.
So guys,
Wait,
did it get a Grammy?
So overall, do you guys feel like you're gonna go back to it though?
to
Projects
Donda.
to Donda or CLB?
Bro, I've been going back to it, and CLB no.
Yeah, CLB is an.
Sorry,
for
mate.
me.
There's
I know
one
we-
or two songs that I might revisit in 10
Yeah.
years.
I feel like we didn't even talk about the campaign stuff as much, but yeah, like
Yeah, what do you think of the
CLB.
campaign?
Oh, well, we're talking about the Donda campaign about the.
Yeah,
the
we
listening.
didn't have CLB campaign.
But was there even a campaign? He did
There
a
was.
little
Well-
teaser on the sports channel where he looked like someone got.
but you know what? And again, I hate the album artwork. I hate it.
Shout out
it.
to Damien Hirst, innit?
But
after looking at have you seen the canvas? The Spotify canvas.
Oh my god, what is it?
They're rubbing their bellies.
That is so
But-
disgusting.
the thing is, like, art obviously is something that kind of it affects culture, all sorts. It reflects whatever.
Mm.
That created a moment where everybody
Bare
was doing the
memes.
most.
Bare memes.
The most. McDonald's were doing their fries in the CLB format.
Yeah, you're right.
Sunglasses company was doing the same. I can't even remember the brands, but everybody
Yeah.
and
Adobe, shout out to Adobe.
Durex.
Shout out.
Certified. Was it certified creative boy?
yeah, with all the programs. Durex had one literally with all the women, just no pregnancies because obviously you use a condom.
That's a good one.
So
I
like
can't
that,
lie, yeah.
I think that was the best one. But like
Do you think that's because of Drake though?
not necessarily Drake, but like almost like an effect.
But yeah, he does this every
Yeah.
album.
Because a discussion I was having earlier this week was if another artist did it, I don't know.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised
if
if
an
it was
artist,
part of the strategy.
No,
if
it
I'm being
is. He
honest.
does-
it has
probably
to.
was.
It has to be part of the strategy.
Because with Scorpion, he did the same thing.
Oh, with the playlist.
Yeah,
Mm.
like he did even with the album art
Yeah,
as
with
well.
the
Like
album
people
cover,
kept putting their faces in there.
Oh, yeah.
At one point.
and that's the thing.
Views, do you remember views?
Views
Put him on
with
Twitter.
the meme where the people were putting on hats and stuff.
Even because it reminds me of
He's been making memes
Jay-Z's
since
444
Mm-hmm.
and like the response that got. And like the minute you saw that color, you kind of knew, okay, this is Drake's, not Drake's album, Jay-Z's album.
That album
And
was
that's like
iconic,
part
man.
of like the marketing thing, because I remember like reading about it and they were intentional about choosing that color because
Yeah.
it's not really a common color, and then just putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
Very beautiful color.
Mm.
I just feel like with the Kanye, I'm sorry, not
With the
Kanye.
Drake.
With the Drake thing, he's realized that he's a meme in popular culture. So he's playing into that, which I like. I don't mind that. But I just feel like the album should have also played into that. Like this is why I like Too Sexy. It's way too sexy.
Way Too Sexy, yeah.
This is why I like it, because he plays into that meme of, ooh, I'm way too sexy, ha ha ha, certified lover boy. I get that. Like that makes
So
sense.
If you played into like the corny slash,
Yeah, like I'm emotional.
bravado,
Ooh, look, I'm
yeah.
Drake. I'm meant to be the stereotypical light skin. This, that. I would have preferred that, because it's like I get that,
Yeah.
and I would appreciate it for what it was. But him trying to do this whole serious thing, and then it's like completely opposite to the whole, I guess, campaign. Because look at your album art.
Yeah,
There's pregnant women on there,
and
then you're
then-
there talking about deep stuff. I'm not gonna listen to you and be like taking you seriously.
The
I can't lie. I thought that was gonna be like an old school Trey Songz album or something. Like, why am I hearing all
Fam, for
this
real. Like, are you expecting like him to be crooning like oh and all that kind of stuff? I didn't hear any of that. Like barely.
Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, I feel like if he named it a bit differently, or I can't like it should have been the EP. I'll be honest with you. That's my thoughts about this. It should have been the EP. I mean, not obviously all those songs,
But you mean like cut the fat
Yeah, and then
out of it, and then
yeah, man.
there was a lot of like stuff that was just on there.
there really was.
EP. Just take out it's an EP. It's not,
Yeah.
So, would you say like moving forward, what do you think Drake would need to do in order to like drop a project?
First of all, me, I don't think I can tell Drake what to do.
No, not like that.
But
Suggestions.
I just feel like Drake should just have fun with music again, because I feel like sometimes it seems like he's trying to be overly strategic. Like, oh, I've got a plan. I'm Drake. I've got a plan. That's how it seems. Obviously, I don't know, because God knows me and him, our tax brackets are different, and the people that he has around him to strategize and all this kind of stuff is completely different. But as a humble listener of Drake's music, and I've been a fan like of him and his music for a while, that's why I criticize. But like, I just feel like sometimes he needs to just have. I just feel like he needs to have fun again. That's the difference between him, because Kanye is a serious. Like, he takes his music very serious, and you can't do what Kanye does. No one can do what Drake does either. And I feel like when Drake is having fun, that's when he's at his best. And if you can get back into that bag, I feel like, yeah. I mean, Drake is already unstoppable as it is, but if he had done that on CLB, Jesus, Lord, only Lord knows what that project would have been doing right now. You know, because right now, the only song that I feel like is going is Way Too Sexy.
But I mean, that's very unfortunate then.
You'll be surprised. I feel like if he'll drop a video for something and everybody will love the song.
That's probably true as well. I won't be surprised. That is true.
I feel like he's just at that point where literally just put a visual on it.
What is Drake now?
He's a pop star.
He is a
Like,
pop star. Oh my God, what happened to Life's Good with Future?
Remember that song?
That should have been on there. Working on the weekday, as usual.
Yeah, but it won't
Wasn't that
won't fit Certified Lover Boy then?
I was gonna say, isn't that old?
That
No,
came
that's
out last year. Sorry, last year.
Yeah, isn't that too far?
It came out during lockdown.
Too far back.
You know what I don't get about Drake? Yeah, man's released. Remember you released that Joe tune, War. You didn't like it, did you?
Don't be. Come on, man. Be serious. What are we? Are we a comedy podcast now? Like, you know that song, that amazing song called War.
I can't lie. Yeah, he bugged. I don't know what he's on now. I'll be honest. I don't know what he's
I
on.
think he's just the things that are like trend. That might be his version of fun.
he needs to come off that, man.
Like,
He needs to remember who he
okay,
is.
let's play around with new sounds. Let's
What new
do
sounds?
this here. I see this little scene over
What new
here.
sound
Let
did you hear
me
from this
like
album?
dabble in.
This is the thing. Like, there was no exploration.
there
It
was
wasn't
nothing-
experiment.
There was nothing new.
Just sound like old songs from old projects that he put
Sound
together.
like remixes, man.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Oh,
I hate that. I hate it, but I can't like
Oh, I
pretend.
don't.
I like when I heard the first two songs, I was like, "Yes, we're gonna get old. Like,
yes.
this is gonna be amazing."
The first song, yeah.
And then the third one, I was like, "Girls, yeah." I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
where are we going with this?"
forget. Once, yeah. And I don't know if he did In the Bible because of Kanye.
That's hilarious. I told you the album is about Kanye.
Because what, like, I just feel like the song is just bare random.
Do you hear him when he said, "You said you were a lesbian, yeah, girl, me too."
Yeah, that was very.
You gotta think about
that
it.
Was
It's not necessary.
it really was?
This song.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in to today's episode of Rule of Thirds. Feel free to share your thoughts with us using the hashtag RuleOfThirdspod. And for more from us, follow us on Instagram at RuleOfThirdspod, or our personal accounts for myself, Burns JNR,
Mike at _ man like Mike.
And Jude at Kente Kwame.
Catch you guys in the next one.